What is up, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. So I am headed down to my uncle's house right now because we are pulling the rear diff out of the E36 to see what's causing issues. Why is it making noises? Why don't I have a speedometer? But I got some pretty cool stuff happening for you guys, and one of them is going to be what I'm turning on right now. Is my new Hero 11 black thing. Is pretty sweet. So let's switch over to that real quick. So, like I said, I'm headed down to my uncle's house right now, but I just got this Hero 11, so I want to show you guys some of the footage quality on it. And I also got a couple cool accessories like the suction cup, and I've got like the old school extendo tripods and whatnot, and I've got a bunch of other stuff, but the only thing I'm using today is the suction cup. So let's head down to Lakewood. Let's work on the E36. I'm going to show you guys a little process of how it comes out, what I'm checking for once I do get the cap open, and then throwing it back in and test driving it. So I'm going to try some thicker stuff. I believe I went with 75/90 last time, so I'm going to try 75/140 to see if this helps with not blowing stuff apart from my friends Advanced Auto Parts. So Valvoline or Vance, sponsor your boy, huh? Just showed up to my uncle's house, and look at, he was a homie. Got the car parked up front, ready to get worked on. Also, when I say my uncle is a magician when it comes to working on stuff, this is one of the trucks that he is currently building. It is almost fully restored. Just very small stuff left to go. Look at this amazing bed. This is all hand done. Everything on this truck was done with some pretty basic tools. Everything from wet sanding to, you know, just old school buffers to not a lot of air tools. This is all hand done quality work. And you know the drill. Let's get this thing jacked up. Jack stands on both sides, and let's get to the diff. Just got the jack stand set up. Make sure she's not gonna fall on us. Let's get to the diff now. After countless minutes trying to figure out something that was gonna work for this drain bolt, I finally got it. Just a pair of vice grips on it. Loosened her up. Now let's drain this fluid. See what we're working with, huh? I'm sure this is gonna be very metallic-y. Huh? Not awful. It's pretty metallic-y, actually. It's pretty metal-like. It's got a nice little sparkle to it. Oh, let me grab my brake cleaner so I can clean it down. A little splashback, that's all right though. That should be good. Oh, I'm gonna plug her back up and start yanking her out. So I'm going to start by removing all of the E12 bolts on both sides of the axle. Then we'll move to the drive shaft, and then we'll come back and get all the supporting mounts and pop her out. So after we get all these and get the drive shaft bolts, then we'll come back and remove the sway bar links, and then we'll be able to pull the diff out. I forget about these bolts right here. You just get this to move out of the way so you have more room to work on everything. But let me start finishing this. So I'm popping this sway bar bushing out, just getting it out of the way now because I just got stuck on here because it's up against here. So I'm gonna remove this so it's loose, so I don't get my ratchet stuck. And I'm also pumping up my compressor, as you can hear, so I can use my air ratchet because these take forever. Alright guys, still just fighting away at the axle bolts. Have two more on this one more on the other side. Got the sway bar bushings out of the way. Then we'll work on these drive shaft bolts, and then we can work on the big mounts. There's one up here. Where is it? 2, 3, and this diff should be loose, but we also can't forget the speed sensor right here. We just got to remove that. But once I start removing this, I'll show you how to do it with one person. To remove the drive shaft bolts, just throw your car in reverse, come grab it with a 16, and just work on them until they come loose. and just pop them right off. That'll move the drive shaft off the diff. All right, guys, set the jack up underneath of it. I've already made sure that everything's unbolted other than these supports. So I'm just gonna put this right up under the center of it. Lift it up just a tad. Now we can work on removing our support bolts all the way. All right, now we can finagle this. Let's jack this up, slide it back a little bit. Pull our cable out. Make sure that's all good and safe. There she goes. You lower it just a little bit. All right. All right, lower some more, please. Yep, you're good. Keep going. All right, hold on. My cue pull back on it. All right, lower some more. All right. Guys got it out of the car. 2 people is better just to have it. The diff's not very heavy, so if you just want to muscle it out of there, you'll probably be all right. But just always have a jack underneath of it just to help catch it. Now let's tear it apart. Huh?
Choked. You'll see it.
I mean,
Chips in the ring gear.
remember how I welded those plates in?
Yeah. They're not in there anymore. I gotta see this. Just throw it on the ground.
On the ground?
No, on the rag. I'm digging my
These
hole.
are the plates that I welded in. Yes, they decided to give out on me. So if you can see those fins right there, part of the speed sensor, that's blown. My speed sensor right there on the other side, that's blown. So poor craftsmanship on my side of things. I'm still pulling out metal. So the initial time that I welded this diff, I put the Drift HQ little plates in it. They were awesome, but I don't think I welded them thoroughly enough to where they actually got built into the system. So it's still fairly welded, so I think I'm just going to go through the corners and figure something out at this point, because this diff at this point is pretty much done. You guys can see this speed sensor wing right there is done, so that's why I don't have a speedo, but all is well if I can just get this to actually run correctly. All right, guys, so this diff is pretty much done, but I'm going to weld there, and there, just to hold on the gears a little bit more than what it is now. So in the meantime, I can start looking for another diff, and I don't have to worry about this thing blowing up on me while I'm driving down the road. So be taking it a little bit more easy, maybe just, you know, small stuff here and there, but I definitely don't want to rip this too hard. Not the best, but they will hold better than what it was. Now you're gonna fill her back up. This one takes a quart, 0.2 or 0.4, I believe. So with it being as bad as it is, I'll probably just throw a quart and a half in it and just call it a day.
Family Guy. Oh yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun to pour it. Give him some IV fluid.
Got these bad boys all zipped back down. Just use my air ratchet, both sides. Now time to do the drive shaft bolts. And then we just gotta hang the sway bar and we're done. All right, well, let's start her up and see if she runs. test drive the Beamer out and see how it feels and see if we fix the issues they've been having. You guys are on the new GoPro. I'm trying to figure out a good way to position it, so might not have the best view on it. Sounds pretty good. It's a little bit clunking, but I don't think it's from the rear diff, so I think we're good there. She's ripping. She's feeling good. Alright. See, hopefully I don't hit you guys in the face. Let's see if this works. Alright, everyone. She's feeling good. They're gonna be all looking at me. Guys, I think we fixed it. Alright guys, I'm headed back from Lakewood now. Everything felt good with the car. I'm definitely going to be looking for a backup diff now, especially since that one's taken some pretty good damage to those teeth. So what I'll probably do is I'll find a backup diff, and then when I go down to the track for my first track day, I'll have a backup diff in hand. So worst case scenario, if something happens with that one, I could throw the other one in and at least finish the day off or get myself home without having to get a tow. But I got some plans now to figure out what I need. But I think might do a couple other things today, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Not much happened after welding the diff up, so guys, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. You guys are awesome. You guys have been killing the subscriber count. As you guys are watching this, we're almost at 130, or we'll be at 130. We're right around there, so we are slowly making some big progress moves, guys. So keep sending this out to all your friends, family, grandparents, neighbors, cousins, dogs, best friends, brother. Do whatever you guys need to do to get this thing to keep on rolling. But thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying all the videos. Next week's video, so a week after you guys are watching this, it's going to be a little bit different video. I'm not exactly sure what I have going on just yet, but I know there is going to be a pretty fun video for you guys, and just stay tuned for all the future stuff. So countdown to Slush coming up here soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.